Hey look, the sea star tide pool. Wait, wasn't there a lot more sea stars here last year?
What's this? Hi, can you tell me about sea star wasting disease? From Anonymous.
Limbs falling off, body parts deteriorating, and internal organs don't sound like an everyday event for sea stars. Unfortunately, this is what is destroying the population of sea stars around the world. The sea star wasting disease is taking a huge toll on all of the ecosystem and everything that is connected to sea stars. Scientists think that this is happening due to a virus. The virus contains unhealthy bacteria called Vibrio that overtakes the sea star's health. The virus attacks the body and causes limbs to fall off.
Another reason why this could be happening is warmer water temperatures. Researchers have found that warm water has sped up the progression of sea star wasting disease. They aren't exactly sure why this is happening, but places on the coast show more evidence of the disappearance of sea star population declining.
The sea stars that are already heat stressed, they are not strong enough to fight the bacteria off.
Once the sea star contracts the disease, they go through 4 stages of destruction. Stage 1 and 2 are minimal damage, but 3 and 4 is when the sea stars start to die off. In stage 1, lesions or cuts appear in the body. In stage 2, the lesions progress more and limbs start to deteriorate. In stage 3, there are lesions on the whole entire body, and the rest are deteriorating. In stage 4, the closest to death, organs start to come out of the cuts, which then in turn kills the sea stars.
Because many of the sea stars are dying, it drastically affects the whole ecosystem around them. There are 40 different types of sea stars that are being affected,
But the two main ones are the ochre sea stars
and sunflower stars. Also, they are keystone species, which means that they have the biggest impact on the animals around them. For example, the
ochre sea stars
prey on mussels, and when the sea stars decline, that means that the mussels will have no predators, which will then leave the mussels to overtake the other species. The biodiversity would also be off, as there would be almost 0 sea stars and an abundance in mussels.
Sea star wasting disease doesn't only happen in the wild. It has happened in large aquariums where they are not cleaned. Scientists have also found that aquarium staff members who don't use blue lights overhead of their tanks are at larger risk of bacteria growing.
The sea star wasting disease was first recorded in 2013 with ochre stars along the coast of Washington. Scientists don't know why this disease is spreading, but it obviously has, as it has been found in places all the way near British Columbia and Mexico. The disease can indirectly affect them. When the sea stars die, it can leave some animals without a food source. This type of disease has also affected brittle stars and sea urchins.
Sea star wasting has become a big topic amongst researchers, which is why there are so many graphs on this disease. The first graph that we analyzed was the sum of the sea in Burnt Hill. It ranged from the summer of 2002 until the summer of 2016. As a general trend, the sea star population is going up, but then quickly drops down.
The second graph is located in Cape Arago from the summer of 2000 to the summer of 2016. The sea star population is steadily going up with only a few drops. At the end, it drops down and then stays down for a while.
The third graph is located in Cape Mendocino. This graph ranged from summer of 2004 to the summer of 2016. Unlike the other graph, it has a sudden drop of the sea star population.
In contrast to the other graphs that only feature the sea star population, our graph shows several species that are affected by the decline in sea stars. Our graph features sea otters, mussels, kelp, and sea urchins. One example is that sea stars eat mussels. Without the sea stars, the mussels will overtake the rest of the ecosystem, leaving it unbalanced. Also, sea stars are a source of food for sea otters. If the sea stars disappear, it will leave the sea otters with no food, which could also lower their population.
Although no solution could totally cure this outbreak, there could be a few small ways to try and slow the decline of the starfish. One good solution would be to try and promote more eco-friendly ways to live life. Since warmer waters and global warming has a lot to do with sea star wasting disease, if that was stopped, then the sea star population could be restored. For example, instead of driving a car, you can ride a bike. With less pollution in the air, global warming could possibly be slowed down.